As a woman who is interested in creating a berserk-level, philosophical, deep female lead manga or comic, what are my options? It seems like seinen is supposed to be for men, but what do I do if I want the seinen vibe, but for women? Would that completely fail? So, if you're talking about creating content for adult women, the term is josei. So like, there's adult female projects out there, again, that are meant for an older female audience. That being said, if you're looking to create something like Berserk, seinen doesn't mean that it's only men that are consuming that project. It's actually funny because shonen, for example, is something that is primarily made for men, boys, like Naruto is made for boys, but women also are open to reading and consuming Naruto. So it doesn't mean that just because you create a seinen project doesn't mean that only guys are going to be checking that out. Also, women, such as yourself, because I'm assuming you like Berserk, will also be open to checking out that series. An interesting fact that I learned is that there's more friction between boys and men to go over to reading shoujo and josei type project, but there's less friction from women going over into shonen and seinen. That being said, women also read more. That's just factual. There's just a bigger audience of girls that are reading, at least at the manga level. And the anime level, boys are open to just like watching pictures move. But anyway, what are your options? You could create a seinen manga. I don't think there's really a big downside to that. You just have to keep in mind that you're creating for a primarily male audience and that women will also be open to checking out that project. If you want to just create something that is deep and philosophical, I would really lean into the josei style. Again, you would then be isolating more of the male audience if you did that, but there are a lot of josei projects that do get deep and philosophical. Things that tend to have a lot of violence and fighting and that kind of stuff tend to be, again, made for boys, technically in the demographic category. That doesn't mean that women can't read it. It just means that that's the primary audience. So your two areas that you can look at if you're looking to create for adults, josei, seinen. That being said, you can create a shonen series or a shoujo series, again, made for younger boys and girls, like teens, that still have that deep philosophical feeling. It doesn't have to be seinen for adults to tell a deep philosophical story. So there's different options there for you. And what will determine whether or not you fail is your concept, your story, your execution.